Are we live? Yes, you are. Am I live? Am I live, folks? Wait. Am I live? Wait, am I live? I don't see myself. We'll see. We'll try again, folks. Hold on. Let's try again. Alright, now I'm live. Okay. Never mind. I'm okay now. I'm okay. I'm alive. Am I live? Yes, I am. I am live. Alright, we're gonna play Rapid. Not Blitz. It's gonna be Rapid. As always, when it comes to YouTube, it's always gonna be Rapid. We save the bullet, the Blitz in the other platform. Now I'm high enough, which means good luck finding opponent. All right, this guy. All right, take our chance. All right, 92, E5, C5, B4, the classic wing gambit. It is also bishop F5. Knight G3, so no longer gambits. 4, E6, I suppose. So C3, bishop D3. I don't know if I like this line for black. It's playable though. I think the best idea is actually for black. It's C5. There's no doubt that C5 is actually that, you want to take control versus the center. When you play here, there's also like D4. So white is back in the center, right? So meaning that anytime you have a chance to take control over the center, you take it. You don't delay it. That's the only thing that comes to mind. So here it feels like it's some kind of a French. I mean, French. It's not though. The bishop is already developed on G6. So if he takes here, we take. I don't have to worry about bishop B4. Just knight C3 though. So the center is still controlled by white. Right? Oh wow! Actually, oh maybe I blundered already. B4, bishop B4. Wow. So did I have to take with the bishop then? Doesn't matter. Bishop takes here. Wow. Oh my gosh. That's a nice start. That's a nice. Oh my gosh. E3, stopping this. So obviously I forgot, I think around here, that's interesting. Bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes, bishop c5. So maybe it's around, maybe I have to play like bishop b5. Something like this. And then I may have to take, and then you castle. That's funny though. That's funny. It's a nice start though. Yeah, down a piece here, it's, I don't know what to say, though. Down a piece early on should be losing. It should be losing, and not this knight g4 even. I mean, the whole thing is collapsing. And it has been collapsed the past 20 years, but... I mean, I might just resign soon, though, because it doesn't feel like I could do anything. It's funny that I did not even consider bishop takes b1 being a move. Yeah, this is terrible, though. I mean, you could castle, and... There's no way here that I could outplay him, but we'll see. Takes... I mean, it's a piece. G4, F5. The head G4, actually. G4 here... Remember, I'm down a piece. F6. Nothing else. I mean, he could even do f6 himself. That's how bad this position is for me. I mean, if I don't think he should allow f6. If it's like, let's say white's turn right now, f6. I'm just like quickly attacking. I don't think I'm looking for specific lines here. It's actually lost. I mean, fish take b1. It's horrendous. It's funny that he's taking some time here. I mean, it's not really complicated. He could do anything he wants. Like he could even take an f6, allowing a6 is fine because he's up a piece. But I don't think it's a good idea. Let's say he plays rook c8 or something, rook e c8. Then you play f6. It may open up for a potential attack. So he took here. That's okay. You could still blue this. Supposedly, if you play here, it's not a big deal. f6 here. He wants to play rook g8. It's all bad dream, though. It's all bad dream. This is bad, though. He could even take... I mean, he's just gonna resign this. Should he take, I guess, king here and resigning? There's also Shaq here. It's terrible. It's funny that he doesn't see this. Maybe he's looking at here. I mean, I don't know what kind of players I'm dealing with here. I mean, this guy is 24. This move is pretty obvious. The idea is the king, yeah, it's... What the big deal here? Spend time a lot. There's also bishop h4 check. King d1. I found it really interesting. This guy is still a blitz player, like 2300. So I don't understand the hold up here. This move is hard to find. 97 is hard to find. Down a piece. Is also here. Resignation time, of course. Gladly he found this move. Doesn't do anything for me even here. It's all bad dream. We're gonna play another game though. I mean, just wanted to resign, but the quality of his moves are not that great though. The fact that he's taking a lot of time, I don't even understand this. It makes me suspicious though, that he's taking some time and he's up a piece. I mean, he's actually a blitz player, so I mean, I'm assuming he just moved faster, a little bit faster. I mean, I probably would have resigned a couple moves ago. He's taking some time here that as of like this, you know, some kind of compensation for white. I mean, I'm just totally down a piece. There's nothing here. I mean, there's check here, there's rook e8, rook g7. They all work. They all work. Bishop d3. Took him a lot of time to find this move, which is funny. Took a lot of time to find this move here. Could he now find this? Rook e7. All he has to do is this here. King d2, I guess. Rook takes, king takes. Rook e8. He's taking a lot of time, like it doesn't add up very well. Yeah, can't even take his 96. Couldn't even wait, hold on a second. I could have took here. Alright, this game is proving to be like I could have took here. Alright, that's great. That's great news. I mean, this game is one of the worst in history. Would be 8 now. And he's taking some time. Now maybe he's looking at b5 being a smart move by white. I mean, the amount of time that he's taking in this game is legendary, to be honest. I mean, there's no moves here for white. I mean, there's not absolutely crappy stuff. Knight takes b4 even. He's gonna take some time to consider it. He's gonna take some time and do knight takes b4. Okay, so you give me back the knight, still losing. Now there's here, but doesn't do a damn thing for me, of course. So this is actually, I mean, I don't know why he's taking a lot of time here. Maybe I have some chance here. Maybe I could win on time. Doesn't make sense though. Fast move by him. E3. Rook check. D2. I'm just done with this guy, to be honest. Done with this guy. This just doesn't make sense. It almost feels like he's waiting for assistance, you know, like waiting for the move. You know, waiting for some kind of confirmation of a move. We'll play somebody else. Yeah, why are you taking some time, man? Why are you taking some time? You're a blitz player. I mean, I don't know. I was waiting to resign like 20 years ago. Yeah. I mean, I expected some quick moves. I was about to resign, but... Yeah, of course. I shouldn't be dropping a piece. But still, like, I was losing all the way. There was at least a couple moves you should probably made, and then I would probably resign. There was no point of playing. The slow speed is kind of like wasn't necessary, but I mean, if the game is complicated, then yes. It wasn't complicated. It was just like I'm doing a piece. I think there was also like what was it like once? There's also like f6. I was about to resign if you play f6. I mean, I was prepared to resign. Instead of me playing f6, it's probably f6 by you allowing e6, which is okay. Then I'm just running out of ideas. Just done a piece, simply. All right, g6. It doesn't matter. Still done a piece. It doesn't matter, really. It's all lost. d5. Okay, it takes. This is actually a modern defense. This should be 3. We could play knight d7. Takes. Take, knight f6. Okay. Looks good. Bishop d3. All right, we play here. We stop bishop f4. Typically, I play like knight d5. I mean, I actually like this from white's perspective. It could be annoying for white. I mean, for black to play against this line. e4, I don't understand though. I was not going to b5. There's no need for that. I mean, maybe he wants to play a5 himself. A5? Alright, we play here. Still 95. So at very least, when we play knight d5, you know, c4 would be not great because this allows knight b4, and would make a4 like a silly move though. I mean, I still believe like a4 is not necessary. There's plenty of moves here. Let's say instead of a4, this maybe like c3. I actually seen bishop g5 before, with the idea of bishop g5, bishop h4, and bishop g3. We reroute the knight, the bishop that way. But e4 is kind of interesting. We need to. Maybe he's planning here. He's actually attacking on e7, so that's actually a plan. He's attacking the pawn. I suppose over here it's now c4. It's not that great. I still knight b4. I could defend the pawn on e7. It's probably c3. Oh, is he? Wow. Is he live now? Is he live? He probably knows I'm live. Oh, he's live into YouTube. Tell him I said hi. Tell him I wish him good game though. I could see this guy is strong, but I couldn't understand a4. But I believe he's still strong though. Queen e2 is actually annoying though. Knight d5. Knight d5. Then maybe some bishop c4 idea. Maybe. Okay, let's play. We could play here. So again, c4 is knight b4. I don't think he's going to play c4. This is not a move that you probably play. The bishop will be hanging, so obviously c4, knight b4, takes. The bishop is hanging, so maybe c3 though. c3 and start moving the bishop. Even bishop g5 is interesting. I mean, that's the reason why I was kind of hesitate to play this move. I mean, this move is actually maybe allowing knight f4, and it's a mess. You can still take on e7. So supposedly this is still works. c3, yeah. c3, it's a good move actually. So maybe now bishop d7. It's actually knight e5, and this move is actually more annoying. So knight e5 is actually one of the draw. I mean, that's one way to play the game. Should be 7. Still knight e5. Maybe I could still do this somehow. This bishop takes h3. Perhaps. That's one way to get back the pawn. So maybe I could still get away with this. And then we may have the bishop pair, actually. I may not care about knight e5 after that. So let's say here, knight e5 is not relevant. Still, the queen is maybe out of place on f4, but it's not trapped. So maybe I have to go for this. So this is met by bishop takes, because if he takes here, his queen takes f3. That's actually, that's how it works. All right, we're going for it. Queen e3. Maybe this is an IM move, yeah. Queen e3 is actually interesting. So he's actually stopping bishop takes. He knows that this is actually trap coming in if you were to take on e7. But I feel like I could take, and then I may play up with the two bishops. It's probably still balanced. I mean, I think it's probably equal. Yeah, I cannot really go back, for example, then e7 is hanging. So the choices is limited. I do have to take them. So e7 is hanging. Supposedly I take. Rook takes. Now this is under attack. I could play bishop here. My concern is g4, then some kind of g5. Like this may lose a tempo if I were to play G. I mean, if G5 were allowed, maybe H6. Here G4, H6. Maybe this is okay. H4 is not playable. Bishop takes G4. But do I really need the bishop on F6? That's actually the question. Probably, it's probably good enough. I mean, the bishop has to move sometimes this year, though. Bishop on C8. Bishop on C8 is not moving since the start of the game, right? I mean, all white pieces has moved except me, except the bishop on C8. All right, we're gonna do this. Maybe he could play here. It's not really threatening anything, but it's... Okay, bishop C4. He's looking for 95. So instead of bishop D7, maybe I should consider this, but I gain G4. Here, 95. I mean, do I play bishop E8 in this line? I mean, I don't think I like this. Knight G4. What to do? What to do? All right, let's do it. 95 is a move. I mean, maybe it's okay, though. Maybe we could go for some kind of a trade. It's probably equal, though. I mean, that's actually the... This is not really great, so maybe it's here. I'm assuming if he takes, this is like an easy draw. Opposite call bishops, right? I mean, he may not necessarily take right away. Maybe he could improve his position further. Maybe, like, you know, you're not obligated to take, perhaps. But if he were to take, then he's probably leaning heavily toward the draw. But yeah, this move is good. He's looking for an advantage. I don't, you know, I actually like what he's doing. It's actually pretty good. So if I play maybe even Knight G4, I mean, I'm counting on bishop E8, but it feels like it's a little bit too passive. Maybe I have to play H5, so I could get my king here, stopping. I may have to get myself prepared. I could even take, but if I take, rook takes, E5 is hanging. Oh, here is actually blunder, and I take G6. Okay, that's great. All right, maybe I have to play here, and then some kind of H5. So I need to stop this somehow, get E6 in. Okay, so could we do this now? Maybe I could play here and counting on B5. Still have the two bishop pair, but I don't think they are relevant here. Two bishops here is not relevant. I mean, it's probably, you know, this is still equal. Still equal, still equal. Okay, he knows that B5 is coming. He's getting out of the way, so maybe he's probably looking at this kind of stuff. C6 is weak, though. I mean, I'm not really happy about it, but I'm looking at my clock. There's also bishop takes E5 at some point. I'm delaying it for now. Maybe I'm, you know, trying to play B4, but there's always like Knight C4. So I'm counting on him taking. I don't think him taking is good. I mean, it should be good for black. I mean, he probably need to freeze this situation. Maybe, maybe even G4 or something. That's maybe, or even a waiting move like G3. You don't necessarily have to take. I mean, it may just pre-move it, but I don't think he will take. Because now, if he were to take, then this B4 even. So he plays here. I have B4, I think. So B4, he takes bishop here. But he might be going here, which it's actually troubling for me even. Yeah. This tactic doesn't work. No, it does not work. It's actually here as well. This is... So I may have to take pawn takes. This doesn't work. It does not work. All right, here. I mean, I'm stopping knight b7 pretty much. I'm keeping an eye on this bishop just in case. I mean, the bishop on e8 is not doing anything at this point. So much for the bishop pair. So much for the bishop pair that it's not doing a damn thing for me. I mean, it's an inactive bishop at this point. I mean, bishop f6 is good, but not so much on e8. Not so much on the e8 one. The knight is also very active. I mean, e6 maybe, but what the point of e6? Not sure what to do here. e6, bishop e7. I mean, this knight is getting really annoying. e6, maybe he could try this kind of stuff. That's actually the issue. He may have enough to do it. Some kind of waiting move, I think. Still g3, maybe. g4, I'm not sure. Maybe it's not good enough. It's not a good waiting move, perhaps. I always caution people not moving pawns unless they are pretty sure what they're doing. g4 is so committal, like, do you need the pawn at g4 or... Okay, so he took... Alright, we take... he's starting to get 96 in. He's looking for rook e7. If I play here 96, king f6, knight takes here. This tactic is okay, I guess. Here is here. Takes. This is to defend here, so he doesn't go rook e7. I'm looking at king f6 next move. And again, this bishop on e8 is trouble. I'm not sure if this sack is necessary, but he has some compensation for it. He's still surrendering at e6, so I have to stop it. Now g5, g4 is interesting. I think h6 is forced because he's looking at g5. I'm stopping it. h4. He's also knight e4. This is getting really scary now. Getting out of the way. So he doesn't have knight e6 in some line. Master, nice. Okay, I officially have no activity. Rook e7. Rook e7. And I'm not sure what to do after that. All right, I'm giving 94. Takes 6 and 94. It's not looking good for black. I actually feel like white is probably winning, close to winning. 94 is next. I mean, I think taking with the pawn was best. Maybe he still have something up his sleeve. Then I guess here. 94. Guess he takes. Then I gets in. He's looking at some f7. He's lining up for this. Hopefully the knight gets in for him, and should be good for white though. f6, maybe I'm okay. Yeah, it's hard to say. Knight takes. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting, because if he does here, is rook takes g5. If he knight here, which is interesting, maybe it's even rook d7. And it's actually kind of tricky now, because now he might be obligated to like exchange pieces. And he's down, I think he's down, right? It's hard to say. He went back to 94. This may be actually a smart way of playing. I actually like 94. So you're not really committed to take any f7. So he knew that f7 is complicated. So may as well like go with just 2 pawns. Yeah, that feels like the best play to play. So now maybe I have here. Then the bishop got out of on time. Like the bishop got out of on time like in move 38. Yeah, so I think I have here first before he takes. I'm attacking. Oh, this actually losing. All right, rook h7. Nice. Well played. Well played. Well played. I think I have nothing here, to be honest. Bishop e8. Bishop e8. I mean, I think I'm lost. Yeah, this is losing. Yeah, I was lost. I think around this is all lost around here. Wow, I'm actually lost. This whole sack is okay. So around here, I had to play rook e8, and then when he does this here, h5, and still white is good though. White is still good here. He was able to find the right ideas. It's pretty strong play, though. Very strong play. Very strong play. So far, 2 losses. We need to win now. All right, knight f3. c5. All right, c4. We could play b3 or e3. d5. We play d4, playing toward the center. Takes d5 here. All right, we take knight takes. Knight takes here. Just a couple moves here. Bishop b4, take. Queen b6, even a move. It's probably this is a preference. I don't know if I like bishop d7. I actually don't like it. The reason bishop d7 is not that great, I'm leaning heavily toward bishop b4, is actually when you do bishop d7, I could actually take here and pawn takes. My pawn is no longer attackable on d4. Right, so he's using a piece to keep the d4 pawn as as weak as possible. But when you do here, I could just simply take. Right, maybe this queen e5 though. No, but there's no queen e5. I have time to castle, so he has to take first. Gonna take. Yeah, if you do some crazy move here, let's say you play bishop f4, you're actually getting hit by queen e5, which is actually wins a bishop. So you do have to like consider this or actually castle. I think it's probably castle here makes sense. Rook e1, bishop takes. This guy is 2500. I'm not sure where these people get this rating from. I think it's Rapid is not easy to have this. In Rapid is not easy to like have a high rating. There's not a lot of people that play Rapid. But anyways, and I'm actually looking at the stats. He's also 25 in Blitz. He's okay, I suppose. 2 years ago, 35,000 games. Looks like he's okay. So I could play here, and I suppose he's gonna castle in a heartbeat. We gotta do this. Try to control the open file. Castles makes sense to me. If I take bishop takes 95, bishop e5 is a move. I'm gonna do it anyway. Bishop takes 95. Oh, pawn takes 95. Is he gonna play bishop e8 or something? No, he did not. Bishop f6. So I could take here. So my claim here is actually c6 is his weakness. It's probably not enough for a win, but let's see. Bishop e3, weakening up c6. So maybe rook c1. Maybe it's queen c2 now, defending b2. I'm putting some pressure on c6. And also stopping c5 because I could take with a pawn. So here is actually a good move. You defend, you keeping an eye on this pawn not to move. I suppose if he were to play c5, I could take, and you know, this is actually, this sacrifice of a pawn does not help him. So queen b7, he's putting pressure on b2. I can see what's happening. So it's probably defending the pawn makes sense. And I suppose there's c5 though. Queen takes. Yeah, queen takes is good. So I don't think c5 is playable. Maybe he's bring the other rook in. You bring the other rook in, so you want to play c5. Because now if black to move, it's c5. You know, you take here, bishop takes rook. Right? And he's trying to make this pawn is no longer a weakness. If he were to play c5, this pawn is no longer a weakness. It's going to be an asset for him if, you know, to play c5. Our job is to say, well, this is still weakness. Now, rook c1 makes a lot of sense. You get out of the bishop diagonal here, as opposed to rook here. Because if you play rook c1, you still have to worry about this diagonal after c5. c5 is still playable here. So if you play the other rook c5, we could take with the pawn. I don't have to worry about the bishop. I don't have to worry about the bishop attacking the rook on e1. So now if he were to play c5, takes. It's a free pawn. So a5. We may need to play like g3 or something. So we have the reason g3, maybe it was h3 was best, is to get out of any potential like back rank issue. So he plays e4, and this move is actually interesting. It could really backfire. It's a free pawn, I suppose. Maybe he wants to play queen b2. I'm gonna take this pawn because I think this is not the best way to play, but we'll see. He wants to play here, rook e8. I don't know if I like what he's doing though. I think here, the other rook gets involved. So by the time he takes here, I take on c6. Any kind of trade here should favor white. May as well like remove it. I'm actually up a pawn here, so it's, and they are actually, even though they are double pawns, every single game that I play now is double pawns. We may change my username to Stellar Chess double pawns, equal double pawns. But anyways, he plays here, perfectly fine. I play here, so connected. We're connected. Wait, am I still live here? It tells me I'm disconnected. I'm back. Suppose I'm back. So whose move is it again? H6. All right. So I could play another waiting move. He's playing H6, H4. H4 to stop G5. All right. He took the. I wasn't really paying attention here. But anyways, he got back the pawn. I mean, maybe I have no way other than rook b4. Maybe rook b4. But bishop e7 was still an issue. So maybe it's rook b6 here. It's probably a draw. I think bishop takes d4 is a draw now, heading toward the draw. Yeah, I mean, this position is not winnable, even though c6 is weakness, but it's not enough. I mean, maybe e4 was a good move, though. Maybe I underestimate a4. I guess maybe e4 is interesting. Maybe I had to wait. I mean, I think I still have to take. Maybe it's rook b1, but still c5. I mean, you do have to take. My concern maybe here, it's... maybe some kind of rook b4, bishop e7... Rook b3. It doesn't really feel like we both are doing anything here, except looks it's heading toward a draw. All right, we're gonna exchange. It's probably might be down a you know, like a pawn, but it still feels like it's a draw here. Yes. Yeah, this is actually equal. No. Equal amount of pawns. It's funny that he's not taking draws here, which is classic. Classic. It's a draw by, you know, it's, you don't win a position like this, but you can. You take here, I take here. It's your choice. It's your choice. It's all right. I wonder if this is gambling by him. This is playing with fire. I actually don't like what he's doing. I could take this pawn here, but going back here, this actually may be heading toward my towards maybe it's here and it's I take. I don't know if I like what he's doing though. I'm actually up a pawn in a very weird situation here. Maybe it's d2, rook d7, king d4. He plays here. It's g4. Oh, he could check me. All right, that's fine. It's fine though. He's playing with fire though, I think. I mean, I actually feel like I could win this. The issue here though is the rook is going to be overwhelmed by the with the pawns. So let's say here, I could sack my rook for the pawn, and then you're dealing with two passed pawns here, perhaps. We'll see. I mean, maybe it's h5. He didn't even do it. That's crazy. You might do it like here, so you could block with a rook. G6 here. 5. Who's faster here? Pawns are fast. Pawns are fast. That's the reason why he's playing with fire. I mean, you don't do this kind of stuff unless you're very sure. When I offer a draw, it was legitimate draw, which is he takes its queen. All right. Check. And then we do this. That's how you lose. We take the rook. Yeah, so the draw, when we have like an equal amount of pawns here, I offered him a rematch, but he didn't take it. Around here, though, you don't go for a win here. It could easily backfire. This is actually where I offer a draw. So typically what strong players would do is actually takes here, king f3. Let's say he takes here, I take here. This is actually a draw, right? If we give it to the computer, it's still draw, right? I'm just looking at the evaluation bar. It's actually draw here, but it's black. It's gonna fight for it. It's not white. Now it's still draw, but I would be concerned about this if I'm black. Now this is still draw. Wow, this is still draw here. And this is where it's a big mistake. So he had to play king e2. But see, he's the one fighting for a draw. It's not, you know, it's not me. I'm the one trying to win. So you have to play here. Let's say here, takes g4. And somehow you go behind the pass pawn. So that's actually how you could draw this game. King f4, f7, king g4, king here, use this promote. And it's a draw. He played the wrong move. He played the wrong move here, which allowing... Oh, it's king g4, king f2. That's a crazy move. King g4, king e2. Rook d2 here. Oh, he had to play king e3, I think. Rook e1, rook e1. Oh, you just go behind the pass pawn and then king e3. So something like f6. It's equivalent to the line that it was giving me in the previous move. Like here. Or if you play here, the king start moving, king e3. So you play king f4 and eventually... You sack your rook for one pawn and then you draw the game. All right, one more, I think. Is the rating going up here? It's going down or up? I don't know. All right, Fischer. We could trust. We could trust Bobby Fischer here. All right, knight f6. Even though I play g6, but we could try something different. Oh wow, what the heck? Oh my gosh. I pre-moved it and I'm getting hit by that. What is this move? Yeah, I did not see that coming. G4? So, wow. Alright, we could play this. That's fun. You don't want to go back. The knight is on the corner, but for now, I mean, maybe it's okay. So d5, playing toward the center now. I mean, I'm assuming e5. Maybe c5. The knight, so there's some trick here that usually could happen in this line. Maybe I could even take and then knight g7, knight f5. Rerouting your knight to get to f5, which actually seems to be like kind of interesting. I may as well go for it. Takes, and then you just play. It's funny that how you play like this, but it's the knight belongs to f5, not so much on h5. And also when I land here, I'm attacking d4. It was a nice tactic here, queen e2 maybe. Knight f6 was made. I mean, it's not that easy, but not that easy. All right, knight here. We're attacking d4, c3, I suppose. He's trying to play here. We could even do like h5. We could. He's gonna play here though. Let's do this. Supposedly you could take. I mean, if he doesn't take, that's good. That's good to see knight f3. This is actually good for black, seeing this kind of structure. The knight now in f5 is pretty strong. So we could just play normal chess, right? We were playing bingo like a couple moves ago, but now we're back. So bishop d3. And I suppose I could get my knight. I just have to be careful where to put my knight. I mean, if you go here, maybe he has some weird bishop takes knight, some line here. So maybe knight c6. I mean, if he takes here with the bishop sitting on c8, we could always take back with the bishop. You don't want to take ever with a pawn. Is maybe e5? I actually don't like this position for white. In the long term, you probably have to look at this kind of stuff, like how strong is this knight as attacking h4 in the end game. Like I've probably visualized the end game situation where He's stopping e5 for now. Is this castle? I mean, I'm assuming he might do this. He may just counter this knight because this knight at f5 is annoying. I wouldn't be surprised if he does this. But I think that there's more issue here. I could take and then bishop g4. So, because he played gh4, that makes g4 a weakness somehow in some line. So he plays queen e2. I suppose this is actually the right way to play. He's got probably want to castle long. It's not too surprising here. All right, we're gonna attack. Preparing some kind of an attack. Hopefully d5 is not a big problem. I could take for now. I could take for now. a4, a3, knight a5. Knight a5, bishop e6. I don't know, this feels like I'm reaching somewhere. He's also queen d5. Actually, queen d5 would be... actually, queen d5 is good here, assuming... I mean, maybe it's c4, but this may open up for knight b3 check. The idea is queen d5 is actually the... You know, somehow you could play bishop e6. So you could... So let's say I play here and it's black to move is bishop e6, perhaps. You could looking at queen e2. But actually, maybe this queen d5 c4, maybe this is still tricky. Because now I don't, you know, the queen is being attacked. I may have to go back. There's some funky line here that I could play b5, takes, rook b8, takes here. This is really funky, but I could, you know. It's b5 is actually, the idea is maybe here in bishop e6. Maybe I have to play bishop e6 first, stopping d5. If he plays c4, then I suppose this is maybe hanging. Maybe I have to play this first, and I actually might be looking at this. So maybe it's like b5 here, rook b8, queen d5. If you were able to get queen e2 in this line, that would be good for black. See, the knight is doing a great job stopping bishop c4. Still c4 is still a playable move. Yeah, this move is fine though. I predicted he could do something like this. The reason I don't like this move so much, maybe I have bishop here. I could see that this is still an issue. It's actually here. Okay. I mean, do I have to go back here? That's unacceptable. Yeah, you don't allow this knight takes e6. If bishop d5 is bishop takes f5, my king situation will be rough. So it's maybe back. I mean, maybe I may lost the tempo here, but it's not big of a concern because I may have b6 next, which forcing him to go back. Admitting your mistake. Sometimes people look at my stream and may have to be careful. Have to be careful that my opponents could be tuning in to my stream. Maybe it's... Yeah, bishop c8, maybe the only move. Hey, Keegan, how's it going? How's it going? What's new? Look here, yeah, it's... Alright, b6. I mean, I'm looking forward to move my bishop. I'm not sure, back-to-back games, the bishop is not moving on c8. Like, I don't understand why. Maybe just this game it would move. It would move somewhere. Maybe bishop e6. Bishop e6 now. That should be good. So you could argue that this losing a tempo. Maybe for white. Maybe for white is losing a tempo because once I get bishop e6 is b6, right? So he doesn't have an ic5. I don't know. That feels like this may be coming in. This is maybe coming in. Some kind of an attack. Actually, I like this for the king side. Like you can see the pawns are stopping him. I mean, rook c1, I don't understand the idea, but you can see there's no attack by white. Like those pawns stopping every single attack on the king side. It's gonna be white defending on the queen side. You know, I'm trying to put up some attack. Hopefully it works. All right, we could play. If we play queen d5, is c4. He wants to take here. C4 still. All right, preparing b5 sometime this year. He's looking at maybe takes. I suppose he might take on the... Or maybe, yeah, he's going to take. The real question is which way to take. And it's not an easy question to I mean, knight takes is also move. Knight takes is also move. Probably like my knight on f5, so maybe take here. Hopefully there's no weird tactic by here. Still take. Okay, 95. This pawn is not relevant. This may open up for an attack. So you always know to be careful about taking pawns. Taking pawns could be a big issue. Actually, queen d5 is playable maybe now, because if here is queen takes d4. By the way, the king is sitting on dark squares. I don't have to worry about some kind of checks. So here, here. It's trouble. The knight will be hanging. Is it my chance for queen d5? I mean, I was about to play like b5, but may as well go for this. We're looking at some kind of an attack that pays off. This attack, if it lands, white is in trouble. Like, if it's black to move, queen e2, here, knight b3, king c2, there's maybe knight takes d4, at the very least. You grab a queen even. But I might be looking for mate. You know, I probably wouldn't be ruling out mate here. But so the problem is here. c4, it's not playable now. It's difficult to say how you defend this. You probably need Magnus, not Bobby Fischer, and this kind of stuff. It's hard to say how we defend this. I mean, it's a hard position, especially there's nothing. He's not really putting up a show here. Like as far as attacking on the king side, typically when the king is castled on the queen side, you know, like he's castling on the queen side, I'm castling on the king side. Typically, there's an attack both ways. Like my opponent will be attacking on the king side, I'll be attacking on the queen side. In this game, it's not happening. Like I'm the one attacking on the king side, queen side, and he's not really attacking on the other side of the board. So he played c4, but it doesn't really, stop anything. So that's a free pawn. Maybe stopping the attack from now, but like for one move. So knight c3, he's looking for a tactic though. Bishop takes, the queen would be hanging, so I have to move the queen as soon as possible. I still not a fan of this because this open upward lines, unnecessary lines. So if he takes here, his bishop takes, so we have to get out of the way. You cannot play here, it's still bishop takes, so you do have to precisely play. It's knight e4, maybe knight e4 I could take. Okay, never mind. Knight e4 I could take this knight. So queen here is possibly the only move. It was also queen f4. Oh, is this here? Oh, that's... How about I could just take here, no? King takes? That should be winning a piece. Because if you go here as a stake, the bishop is defended. There's knight c7. There's knight c7. This is some weird stuff happening here. I mean, we should be up a piece here. I mean, should not have trouble. Knight f4. Wow, this feels like maybe there's something for him. Wow, that's actually crazy. This knight f4, which is an annoying move, may have to play here. Queen d6. So I'm specifically stopping knight f4. This feels knight f4 like it's. You also have to visualize this queen is coming in. Knight f4 is big hit, along with queen takes. This spin is still annoying though. This is a very strong move though. Maybe you may have compensation here. Unless I trade somehow. And they also trade here is bishop takes. I mean, what is going on? The king is like the middle of the board. King of the hell. King of the hell. And I also have 1 minute left. I mean, 1 minute in this position. He actually have one good move here. I don't know if I should say because I don't know if he's tuning into the stream. Because if he slowed down here, there's one move that black could do. If he slow down, then it's going to be eventually be like black is up a piece. I mean, I'm up a piece, but maybe he doesn't have much. So this is really critical what to do here. I mean, maybe he's even 90 here. Let's see. I mean, it's still an issue. Yeah, 93, and I think I have to play. Wow. I mean, here is knight takes. That's crazy, man. I have to play here. I mean, this may be this may be some unique defense by white. So now if he takes here, I'm all set, but I don't think I'm all set here. Still some action here. Maybe here I just simply take as sync because the queen is sitting on f4. Not sure though. It's here I may just take back again. He doesn't have here because queen takes as opposed to king takes. It's a big difference. Big difference, folks. Any grab here should be good for black, but the real issue is if he goes for knight g2, maybe that's as opposed and you know, instead of this. This is actually not that clear. I felt like this move was very strong. I mean, this position is insane, though. I mean, maybe the computer would give this move, like, really strong. Yeah, now he plays it. But maybe there's a difference. I think I have queen d2. There's a big difference. Queen d2 saved the day for me, I think. Because now I have check. Maybe that's good for me now. The queen's still covering knight f4. So knight f4 is pretty strong if the queen is not in the same diagonal. That's actually huge that the queen is sitting in the same diagonal. And if he takes here, it checks, obviously. We get this covered. Okay, so this move, he's still trying to get knight f4. I have knight here. So knight f4, I could allow it in this line. Actually, which way should I go? Is king h7? Here, this knight takes. That means I just have to move fast. Takes. His mate. His mate. Threatening mate here. If I were to play here, this knight takes. Lord knows what's happening. Lord knows what's happening here. This actually might be mate coming in for me. Like I'm trying to play here, bishop takes c2. That's a very difficult game, though. This mate. Supposedly mate. Tactics. Where is the mate, though? Double check. Oh, wow. No, 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 no. Oh, no. There's no mate. Oh, wow. Wait. It's knight c2 again. Knight c2 again. No, it's still winning, though. It's still winning. It's still winning knight c2 again. Yeah, I suppose knight c2 is still winning. King b1, knight d4, king e1, knight c2, white's repeating. Knight here. And then this here. Knight e3. King e1. White keeps repeating again. It keeps repeating knight c2 again. It's minus 11 though. It should be winning though. But the big issue... Yeah, this is all winning. Hey, good game. Good game, yeah. Queen d1. Queen d1. I was like, I didn't even see the queen is hanging. I actually feel like knight g2 is pretty strong. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this is actually my suspicions here. I mean, actually, white is winning this. This is unbelievable. Queen f3. Yeah, that's... Did not even see that. This is actually pretty... White is winning after queen f3. I don't disagree with that. This feels like a really wicked, strange tactic here. Very strong game, though. I actually felt like knight g2 was crazy. Yeah, queen c5 is a blunder? Okay, that's... Like, I think knight g2... Oh, knight g2 is a draw. And how exactly it's a draw here? Queen d4, and I suppose is and e1's here, and then king g7, and bishop takes. Oh, wow. Look at this, and queen takes. And this is actually a draw. Good luck drawing this. I mean, I don't think this is something that... It's too deep after knight f4, and this is actually some kind of a nightmare. So here it's queen f3. Queen f3, it's pretty strong. Actually, the whole idea comes down to knight f4, and I don't see how the hell I could stop knight f4. b5, and I'm lost. Yeah, this is too much. And it tells me that I had to play... Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, so here I was better. I had to play rook f d8. So when you play here... Wait, when you play knight d5, I meet you with c6. Ooh. So you don't worry about this because I could always take with check. That's actually pretty wild. Yeah, knight takes g6 is best move. Yeah, I actually felt like I But I did not play the best move. It's knight d4 here. This is still very sharp. I mean, even after knight d4, the computer is giving this like an equal. It's unbelievable. This is actually equal. And I think I was lost. Yeah, I mean, yeah, around here, queen e5. Queen e5, queen here, and yeah, now I'm starting to win again. Oh, so it's queen e5 and I'm winning. Because I could defend this. I actually felt like there was still like knight takes. Did not see that I have here still. There was some crazy line here, and it's black still ahead. Your knight is actually trapped. It's very wild, actually. Very wild. And queen f4 is actually black is actually toasted again. Actually, I saw knight d5, and I felt like here it's bishop takes. Apparently, after here, look at the next move though by white. It's actually queen takes c7. I did not even consider that move. This is fun story. Queen f6? You have got to be kidding me. How in the world this position reached to this situation? And then let's say you play queen d6. I'm actually lost this. Like, this is actually losing, actually. This is actually losing. You don't take out f5, you play king g7. And this is actually losing position. After rook takes d5. Knight takes c4 and bishop d3. And white is actually winning this. I agree. Wow. I felt like bishop takes and I'm winning, but apparently I was not. And if you take back, then black is okay. Black is now winning, right? It's not even winning here, which is actually crazy. You still have some... Hold on, what happens after it takes? So if you take here, it's e5. Pawn takes. No, now it's black able to win. So yeah, so here you have to play queen takes c7. Very good game though. Very wild game. Very strong play. And unfortunately, queen d1 it was just terrible. Good games, yeah, good game, Sam. Welcome in. Knight d4, knight f6, g4. Yeah, I actually, speaking about g4, I actually was pre-moving. I did not see g4 came in unless after I made the pre-move. I actually pre-moved it. I pre-moved g6. So, and then I was hit by this, and now you do have to play knight h5. Yeah, h5. Actually, it felt like e3 was kind of dangerous, d5, and I actually saw this kind of stuff. I don't know how dangerous this is. Still like g7, I think. I mean, I saw something like this happening in real game, equivalent to this. I saw that happening in an OTB game, and I was like, what the heck was this all about? And exactly like here, and I think black played bishop f5, and it was a crazy stuff. I've never seen anything like this before. It was a long time ago. And exactly like this, and it turns out to be that black was okay after knight g7. It's funny that black was okay after all. But anyways, good games. Thank you, Sam, for the game. I do stream every single day. I try to. I do stream on Twitch, YouTube. The one on YouTube is more like rapid games, explaining the move as I go along. The one, the streaming on Twitch is more like blitz games, bullet games, and I also stream on, Late Chess and chess.com. I'm everywhere, Stellar Chess everywhere, so I try. We were working on the rating. We are back to like 24 something. We are back to 2450, I think. I'm not sure if having a high rating in rapid is a good thing, but it's okay. We try our best. We just play, for educational purposes. Win or lose is okay. All right, folks. We're going to end it here and going to be back perhaps tomorrow. Good chance tomorrow. And it should be on Twitch. Should be Twitch. We'll see. All right, folks. I'll let you go. I'll let you go and be back tomorrow. Good night. I don't know if it's good night for some of you. Yeah, it should be good night. Good night for some of you. I'll see you guys later. Take care.